Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome to... What's going on with the cards already here? Welcome to another All Signs Tarot reading. Let's do that again. All Signs Love Tarot reading. All Signs Love reading. Hierophant, Nine of Pentacles. And as is pretty much always the case here at the Tarot Closet, all signs love messages. Channeled love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. This is a timeless reading. You are here when you're meant to be here. It's a general tarot reading. So always take what resonates and let the rest go. If you want to check out the playlist connected to today's reading, the Love Tarot readings, All Signs Tarot, Love Messages playlist, feel free to check it out. It's linked below in the description, where you'll find a lot more readings like today if you feel like you want to explore. You'll also find twin flame readings if you are on a twin flame journey, and if you are looking for Zodiac readings, all 12 Zodiac signs are also there. And of course, you can find everything here at the Tarot Closet as well on the playlist tab. Let's take a look at this energy that's coming in. It's the Page of Wands and the Empress. Wow. So, yeah, divine feminine energy. This is Taurus energy. Also bringing in Libra, sharing Venus, the planet of love. In fact, the Empress is connected to the sacral chakra, I feel, in the heart chakra I love. It's coming here with this page. Kind of think somebody's been in this energy who, look, is holding on to something. It's like a gift, and one can think of it as a message, it's page energy. It can be that somebody's younger, not necessarily. It could also be somebody's just trying to figure out how to come in, because this is around the movement. It's like this idea, But they do have a lizard, which is interesting because owls are pretty focused on food, and they're focused on keeping predators away, and they're also pretty focused on their other half, their owl person. And owls are actually Scorpios, interestingly enough. They do hold back quite a bit, the emotions, but it's not that they're not there, they're just kind of hidden. So somebody's trying to figure out how to move here, and what's interesting that's coming through for me is this is somebody who wants to open up, who wants to speak the truth. And I think this might be around some feelings in somebody who's wanting to make some kind of move around that. But might even be, again, it could be somebody that is younger, just doesn't really have the skills, probably isn't the right word that I'm looking for, but, not really sure how to do it. But again, it's not necessarily that it's around age. It's like a student kind of energy, trying to figure it out. So we could be looking at somebody who generally has had a hard time opening up, maybe has been holding back some emotions, maybe hard to talk to, not being honest out of what? Fear of all the feelings, connected perhaps to some commitment. Is there something connected via perhaps an apology, and there's a vulnerability to emotions that has this person kind of trying to figure out how to come in? Because that Empress energy is bringing in an emotional vulnerability as well for me. The Queen of Wands and the Page of Swords, look, holding on to the truth, and it's more page energy. Yeah, so because this sword, there's a lot of stuff going on in that sword. It's transactional. It's holding some clarity, some truth, communication. And we have our Queen of Wands here kind of getting this page energy to step up, and to share this truth that they've been holding on to, instead of just watching and thinking about it and looking and not saying what they want to say or what needs to be said. The Queen of Wands, Leo energy. Look where it is, the Page of Swords and the partnership placement. And what I wanted to say too is it definitely can be that if you're connected via friends or family, social media, that there's an actual kind of looking, a little looky-loo here, who's watching, trying to figure out the situation or sussing it out. Do you know what I mean? Like how to come in. Maybe anticipating your feelings. Some would say spying energy. For some reason, as it's coming out, I'm kind of working around saying the word. I don't know why. It's just coming in through the reading today. So it's almost like this person is saying, no, I'm not spying, Chris. I'm just genuinely trying to figure this out. So there's, there's a looky-loo energy here, maybe talking to other people too. But yeah, it doesn't feel, it feels genuine. I don't know. Okay. I want to show you what's at the bottom of the deck. The Ten of Wands in reverse, Jupiter and Sagittarius energy. It's somebody who's holding on to, obviously, to some information, to some truth that they're wanting to release. This is, for me today, getting out of the no contact energy, no communication and or in separation, and just all the feelings and the truth that this person is holding on to. And that Empress energy. The Empress, she's the leader of all 12 zodiac signs, so very clearly has direct access, if not the access, to all the elements, water, air, earth, and fire, and can create and grow and make things happen, new beginnings. And there's a lot of healing energy in there as well. A lot of Mother Earth, Gaia energy, that's what that is. And it's a divine number, divine timing. So it is like, how long has this been going on? It's somebody who wants to, and I feel like needs to, reveal something around feelings, the truth. What exactly, why, isn't really clear yet. Let's continue on and see what that's about. Their feelings for you. What's on their mind, what maybe you don't see coming, what you need to know. Are they making a move? Thank you for watching, for sharing, for liking, subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us the cards, Aho. Three of Cups in reverse. Look, so this is the feelings that they're holding on to. This is it. It's the King of Cups in reverse here with the Page of Swords. The feelings that they're hiding. Yeah, the holding back energy. It's not something that's going to stay this way, though. It's like percolating. This is somebody who's making some kind of plan. So Three of Cups in reverse, too. Look where it's kind of leading up. So there's a couple of things here. For me, this is a validation of the lack of communication. Mercury and Cancer energy. It's also the withholding of the emotions, but it's also leading us up here to the Six of Swords, Mercury and Aquarius energy. Like it's time energy, and that Mercury energy communicating, the planet of the mind, the planet of communication, which oftentimes can be connected to reading and writing, so text message, SMS, social media. But it's Mercury, so it can also be around phone calls or if you can see each other. And what I wanted to say as well, before I say that, I just am being drawn over here, pulled over here to the Fool in reverse, Aquarius and Uranus energy. And, they're holding on to this truth. They're hiding their feelings here in our King of Cups, the Master of Emotions, Pisces energy. It's a strong validation for me that this is somebody who hasn't responded, maybe to a message or a phone call, but also maybe to things that were said, like you said something and they didn't. Whether you were in a long-term partnership, you were building it, or it was on the table, regardless of what level, I guess you could say, of where you are, this person is holding on to some information clearly. And what I wanted to say, before I was so rudely interrupted, is we could also be looking at an intensity around the communication, should you be able to see them as well. Because it's sort of like also, this is also connecting more with the Fool. Like, did you have plans to talk? Did you have a phone call? Did somebody hang up, not reply? It is the same energy. But it could also be that there's some intensity around this conversation in general, but if you can see them in person. And the Six of Swords here, you can see there's 3 swords and 3 swords. It's sort of like, well, yeah, the 3 of Swords, Saturn and Libra, but kind of both sides. You're both here in this boat, and it's being kind of, you can see, what am I wanting to say, directed, if you will. And it's on the water, which is now moving because the icebergs are melting, and you can't really get through that if the water is just completely ice and it's an iceberg that's not talking, there's no communication. It's not going anywhere. The boat's just there, you know, and generally I would say the swords wouldn't even be in there because it's not going anywhere. It's too cold. But now you have both of you in here, and it's the swords. It's transactional. It's communication. It's clarity. So it's a conversation. And it's one that I feel, I was going to say that you've been waiting for. Look, the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. But it's also one that they kind of need to initiate somehow. This is what it is. Look, 3 of Pentacles. And if there's somebody that around, some third-party energy that might be kind of helping to bring you together, or might be talking to both of you, something along that energy, it's here in the 6 of Swords. And it's also here, look, in our 3 of Pentacles today. Mars and Capricorn energy, 2 people here. One looks a little bit perturbed. There's like an annoyance going on here, but it needs to happen. And somebody else is here kind of saying, okay, you know, everybody, like here, everybody's here now. Let's have this talk. So it could be any number of things, actually. There might be, yeah, some hashing out of something here, but there's an intensity, some conflicting energy around Swords. But this is also the 2 of you here finally talking, like the timing energy, which it perhaps hasn't been, you know. But the icebergs are melting here now. So that's the other thing. There's the emotions are not frozen. You know, they're coming to the surface, literally. And that's also divine energy, divine timing, which we also see here in the 3 of Pentacles, divine number, divine timing. And again, you can literally see a third party here who I feel is not trying to make trouble. This is not a third party trouble energy. There could be something here, and we will explore, and I feel like you would know that anyway. But what I do want to say is it could even be, for some of you actually it will be, that somebody has some kind of issues with vices. Look, it's the Emperor. Okay. Yeah, look at, there's the not being honest. Ace of Cups in reverse. Not liking that, but that's also really clear. It's connected also to the King of Cups in reverse. This person holding back feelings. There's a disappointment how you got into this energy of no contact, no communication, and or in separation, like a letdown energy. So had you built a life together, were you building it? Wasn't on the table. Yeah, but something happened here. This is somebody who, there's a lot of disappointment. It's like broken promise energy. And that could be anything from going exclusive to introducing to families. Maybe that even happened and something went on there. In any case, we could be looking at moving in, maybe even marriage. You know, something that you were waiting for, or something somebody wasn't wanting to talk about. And then look what you have over here. You have justice, which interestingly enough can be connected to marriage sometimes. So the main thing here, Libra energy and Venus connected to the heart chakra, is that somebody, this person that's coming through, I feel like has not been honest. It can be around a karmic situation, maybe even some legal issues they got themselves into, actually. It's coming through here. Interesting. Yeah, but it's been very stagnant in terms of any communication and hearing what this person has to say. And some of that is around ego. We have the Death card here in reverse, Scorpio energy. And it's a super strong validation for me with the Emperor. But here's the thing, this is getting out of the ego. You could say it's like the death of the ego. And it's a strong validation also with the Emperor, because the Emperor is in the upright here. Mars and Aries energy, divine masculine energy. And the Emperor is connected to the root chakra. When that is balanced, when that is aligned, there is less ego, you could say. You get out of your ego. You're not making decisions based on ego, fear, and shadow. And you're also making decisions that maybe you wouldn't have made at all because you were afraid or because you were feeling a certain kind of way. The Emperor and the upright energy here, our leader, our cardinal sign who likes to get their way, is really wanting to make a move. And we already saw the Empress. The Empress energy is here, very prominent in your reading today. And that's the counterpart to the Emperor, our divine masculine energy, and of course the divine masculine energy in the Empress. So it's a validation for me of the balance that this person is getting into, because that has not been the case. And you can also see that here with the Ankh, the yin-yang energy, divine feminine, divine masculine energy. But it's also telling me that you're both here. So whether you were in a long-term partnership and something went wrong, the next level perhaps, or you couldn't agree on the next move, maybe even a move in, or whether you were going to move forward with a family. Perhaps somebody was lying about something from their past. Whatever the case is, this is two people that, the Emperor and the Empress, really strong energies, you know, that are about to have a conversation here. And it's pretty stagnant, and I wouldn't say it's all on one person, but there has been a lot of ego. This person is getting out of their ego. And the other thing I want to say, what are some of the changes? So for some of you, it is coming through, and it's a real specific message. And I do bring in specific messages so you know, take what is for you, okay? That if this is somebody that kind of helped, you could say not helped, but played a part in getting you where you are in this energy, either just complicated or not talking at all, whatever. If it's connected to some kind of vice energy, like around cups, you could say, you know, overconsumption, money, that this is something that has played a part that is also needing to be discussed. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. Here with the Six of Swords, interesting. Couple of reasons. One, obviously it's the lack of reciprocity. So what was this person giving more to? For some of you, it was a vice. They were, you could say, some addictive kind of energy, whatever that's around. I don't think that's for everyone, but that's pretty specific. But it's also lack of reciprocity in general, right? It's the Six of Pentacles, and it's in reverse, the Moon and Taurus energy, and that's somebody who's being kind of selfish and one-sided, and maybe is not listening. And you can see here that, look, there's two people. It looks intense. One in particular. Here, again, with the Six of Swords, like they're building up to this and about to make some kind of contact. But the Emperor and the Empress also coming toward you, that energy, is somebody who is opening up and being honest. Somebody who is getting and going to be more vulnerable than they have been, because that hasn't been the case, and it's what you've been wanting. That's the thing. And the other thing, there's a couple things here. There's more than a couple things, because sometimes these readings just move really fast. Here with our Six of Pentacles in reverse and our Six of Swords, that is a 66, and it's a strong validation of the lack of balance around the relationship, around what they were giving more time to, also communicating in what is kind of like hashing it out energy. It's really strong because it obviously has affected where things are, the relationship or the lack thereof at this point, whatever they were giving more time to. So whether that was, again, some kind of vice or behavior, something that's not great for anybody's highest good. And that's what's been slow to end here, because that's also the Death card, and you make changes here. You transform, some things that really need to end in order for things to move forward. And it's been really stagnant. And part of that is their ego, which we see them getting out of here. But there's still some imbalance. There's still something here. So there might still be somebody who's partaking in something that kind of got you here in the first place. And it could even be, in particular with our Emperor here, that somebody was really imbalanced around work, just giving way more time to money and work, material things. The Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment energy, things coming to fruition, Jupiter and Pisces energy. It's 1 cup shy of the 10 of Cups. So, and you can see just here also with the Ace of Cups in reverse, the letdown energy. So where are you planning? Well, gosh, for some of you, it could even be that there was some travel that didn't happen, coming together, or maybe literal travel. But what was that 10th Pentacle around? Were you already there? And there was just, something what happened and kind of how you got here? Are we looking at somebody who, for whatever reason, was afraid or not putting the time and effort into going that next level, whether it be introducing families, moving in together, blending families? You can see the disappointment in that. Like there's that 10th cup, it's in reverse. And you can also see what's been very clear, really super clear, also with the Emperor here and the King of Swords in reverse, that they have been hiding some feelings. And that's been really clear, for lack of a better word, the word of the day, from the start of your reading. It has been really stuck. The Hermit in reverse, Virgo and Mercury energy is a really strong validation for me that there is a separation here, whether you're completely not talking and seeing each other, or that you're just not seeing eye to eye at all, that every time you try to talk, because there is an intensity. This is it's a conversation that might get intense. It's a conversation that needs to happen, and there's confrontations, I feel like. So whatever it's around, there's obviously some feelings here that have been held back. But I also want to validate that a lot of times it's not just somebody not saying how they feel. It's the actions that prove it, So you could say, I love you, or I want this and that. But then if you're not giving somebody time because you're working all the time, or because you're choosing a vice, or perhaps there might even be some third-party energy in another way here, or you're hiding secrets, or there's some type of issues, karmic, illegal, or otherwise, and you're not being honest about it, whatever. You vote with your feet, they say in Ireland, so you can talk all you want, but the proof is in the pudding. You vote with your feet, so it's like you got to back up what you're saying with actions. So there is some confrontational energy that is coming through here. And everybody's in this Hermit in reverse. And when you go in here, you go in here for clarity, personal truth, and you're going there when you get out of the Strength card. It's like, okay, and you go in and you figure it out, and it's in reverse. So it's just like a stuck energy. But it's also kind of a lonely energy. It's a validation of where are we going from here, this Emperor and this Empress. Not wanting to be hurt again, but also, whoa, that was strange. Also, this person, not wanting to repeat the same mistakes. So what is going to be different this time? There's some hashing out going on. When you get out of the Hermit, when you eventually get out, you actually go into the Wheel of Fortune. And that's a turning point. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius energy. And it's connected to the throat chakra. So it's like communication, obviously. And so what it really is saying for me is, as this percolating that's kind of going on and things start to get organized for you to come together and have this conversation, that as you come out of this separation, no contact, whether it's on the phone or in a message or in person, and the things start to be revealed, and there's some confrontations, and there is some conflict, I feel like, in this, that starts to spin that Wheel of Fortune. And really the main thing here is that this conversation is allowed to open up and things come out. And it does feel emotional. It does feel emotionally vulnerable and honest, kind of like reaching that point. Because again, we have the Emperor and the Empress, which is strong, yet emotionally honest. And we have our Emperor, you know, they like to get things, like things to go their way. And I kind of feel like you're both embodying the energy. So there's an alignment in that. There's definitely some of this going on. But as you get out of this Hermit energy, as it turns and you get into the Wheel of Fortune, and that's where the communication happens, it's a conversation that will be a turning point, I feel, where things, I guess you could say, get decided. Look, the Hangman is here at the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Pentacles, there's the broken promises, Knight of Cups. Yeah, look, and the decision, the Two of Swords. So this is just really validating also with the Death card in reverse. It's kind of like, and when you get out of the Wheel of Fortune, when you get out of the Hermit, you're over here in Justice. And there's like this, it's a pretty stuck energy. And then you go from Justice into the Hangman into the Death card. So things are definitely not resolved. This person, I feel like, and it might even be both, because I do feel some power struggles that are here. This person has been indecisive, not taking actions. It's been a really strong period of uncertainty here. Decision, they need to step up, I feel like, and this conversation needs to happen. So getting out of the indecision here, but also around what you're doing here, if there's anything that you're doing in the relationship, because that's more validation of the broken promises, the Knight of Cups in reverse, Scorpio and Pluto energy. And I just want to say too, in this Two of Swords, the Moon and Libra energy, it's really strongly connecting here with the Hangman in reverse. Again, this is Pisces energy. And somebody trying to work something out, but this reversal energy is kind of like, it's a little bit selfish. It's just being in here again for too long. So it's like you got to get out of there and make this decision. What I kind of feel like when I talked about confrontations, it almost feels like an ultimatum. It's like it's either this, that, them, what is it, or me. It's sort of like, what's it going to be? It's what's coming through here. Oh, wow, look at this. So this is how it's wanting to come in right now. I want to show you. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah. Okay, are you ready for this? So here's the Queen of Cups. Here's the Two of Cups. This is so goosebumpy, and look what else was here. It actually came before, I think, the Two of Cups. What do you want? It's either me or what? It's either me or that. They have to make a choice here. Now, that's the thing. Obviously, you love each other. There's two intense energies here. Two very intense energies. And I do feel ultimatum energy. Again, I feel some conflicting energy, some confrontational energy. But what is that other pentacle here in the Two of Pentacles? Because here's the decision with the Two of Cups. And here's the broken promises around what? Marriage, moving in, deciding on building a family, or continuing, introducing families, whatever that was, whatever the letdown energy is here. It's sort of like, well, here's another chance. You have to, I feel like you know what you want, but you also know what you deserve. So it's like, if you're not going to really choose me over this or that or this, them, if you know what I mean, then I'm out, kind of. The camera just makes me bonkers. You didn't miss anything. So talking about the decision that needs to be made here, the indecisive energy is so strong. And the giving to something else or someone, what is it, energy? And it really is this decision here. Look at this. Two of Pentacles, Two of Cups. Capricorn and Saturn energy, choices, weighing options. What do you want? It's me or them. It's me or that. It's me or this vice. It's me or the overworking energy. Like, what is it? Because that's imbalanced energy. It's decision. One of these pentacles is very clearly yours. You know, and you can even see here, of course, in the reversal here with the Six Pentacles, the lack of reciprocity, because it's here. So this person who's coming through here today, it's like this conversation, and by the way, the Wheel of Fortune did come in. It is here, and it's in the upright. Where did it go? There it is. It's here. It's in the upright. This conversation's going down, and it's going to be a turning point. What do you, it's like the confrontation, the ultimatum. What do you want? It's me or them. It's me or that. It's me or this. ... You know, it's going to be specific for you because one of those is yours. What's the other one? There's some ego there, but this is more than ego. So what is that? Is that a vice? Is it another romantic relationship? Is it listening to other people energy? Is it somebody who is just working so much that they can't give it the right amount of time? And also, was there an ultimatum around the relationships and relationship in terms of, well, are we going to date exclusively, or am I ever going to meet your family, or are we going to move in together, or are we going to get married, or do you want to build a life, or do you want to continue? That's the other thing. Because it's I love you, but like I love you, two intense people, but what, you know, not taking breadcrumbs anymore either. It's like you gotta, this person has to decide and not just make an empty promise, because that's enough of that. No empty promises at this point. It's like decide and commit to what you want. I want to give you another chance, but ultimatum, prove yourself. Tell the truth. Get clear, get balanced. Get out of ego, have this conversation. Make decisions. Look at this. And that's literally what that is. I mean, that's an 8 as well, of course, an action. But that's also infinity, which is, by the way, connected to justice, to Libra, truth, balance, renewal. Because this has just been going on, I feel like, for far too long at this point. There's a lot of that stuck energy. And just look, even the validation here with the Queen of Swords in reverse. My protege for justice. So both of them here. Libra ruled by Venus energy, you know, just not being honest, not communicating. Look at this energy coming in. And I'm not surprised that you're at the Seven of Pentacles at all. That's what this is. Look at this. Looking up at it, saying, okay, putting in this time, this effort, and wait. I don't know what I want to do. You better get it together. What do you want? Make a decision. Don't just vote with your feet. Make a decision. What do you really want? Because that's waiting for reciprocity. That's waiting for, you could say, success. That's waiting for an outcome. That's waiting for these promises that were made or where you were heading to materialize, to come to fruition. Whatever that means, even if it just means dating exclusively and a conversation perhaps you've already had around that or where you were heading. It's like commit or don't. I love you, but energy is so strong. And we're going to talk about the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups, the counterpart to our King of Cups here. But before we do, I just want to say, here's the Wheel of Fortune. It's here. This is a conversation between you that their Emperor and our Empress, between two people who clearly have feelings for each other, who love each other, but need to make a decision here. Decisions that need to communicate. This is a turning point. This conversation will, I feel like, change a lot of things. And with that said, in this upright energy of the Two of Cups, one of those cups also could be going here into this Nine of Cups. So yeah, is that what you're after? You know, the Ten of Cups energy, building a life, continuing to build a life, introducing to families, again, moving in, babies, what is it? It really is going to be specific and different for everybody. And I just saw that the Two of Cups has just taken the place where the Wheel of Fortune was. It's a new cycle, clearly. It's wanting to go right here. Because again, it's a validation for me that, the percolating, the planning, it's going to start coming to fruition. So whether you're seeing each other, somebody's picking up the phone or sending a message, it's a conversation that you really got to have at this point. It's so long time coming. Okay, and I just heard a song, Long Time Running as well, by the Tragically Hip, a Canadian band. So that's a song that just came in. I don't know, might be for somebody. The Nine of Swords in reverse, Gemini and Mars energy. And what I like about this is actually healing energy. So instead of being in this anxious energy, like worrying, not being able to sleep, it's like a healing energy. It's relief from that. So it's something finally, the conversation finally happening, information coming, a lot of the truths. And that circles all the way back to both the feelings, which are clearly here. So the truth, they love you. But also, again, what was coming through really strongly is just the actions and the lack of decision that have also hidden feelings. Because if somebody's choosing work or vices or other people or whatever over you, or they're breadcrumbing you, or they're not giving you the time, they're whatever, the communication, all of that. It's like, well, that's the same thing as just not saying I love you or saying I don't love you. It's like you have to prove it. Our Knight of Wands on the move, it's all part of this minor arcana energy of kind of preparing things. We saw coming in the Empress, the Page of Wands. So now it's been handed off to the Knight, who does make a move, and we see the Knight moving it here to the Queen of Wands. So that's good. And of course, the Empress is in charge of all the queens and and the Emperor and all of our kings here. So we know that this is moving along and it's happening. And it is a really, really long time coming, but it's definitely been a dragging feet energy. The Ten of Wands is back in reverse. And again, that's just getting out of all this heavy weight. It's 10 wands here. Look, carrying them up this hill, the sun beating down. It's like put them down. New cycle energy, big time. And of course, it goes without saying with the Wheel of Fortune, new cycle energy. And this is Jupiter energy, the planet of expansion and prosperity. So, Queen of Pentacles, the protege to the Empress, who we know the energy is already here. Very healing energy, more Gaia energy, able to make things work that were not, very, very resourceful. But somebody's looking a little bit PO'd here, like, this is it. This is the, do or die kind of energy, but it really is like the proof is in the pudding. Actions speak louder than words. You vote with your feet. All this is coming in here now because look at that, making that decision, getting out of your head. And is there a compromise around this too? Because the broken promise energy is strong, but it's also, obviously there's something still here, but it's not guaranteed. I almost want to say to this person, it's not guaranteed because you, as I channel for you, are fed up. So the last tarot that I'm reading that's coming in here is the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And that's like them coming back in here to claim what they lost. So it's making this decision. For me, this is an I choose you energy. However, I choose you. What is it? Here in this Two of Cups, what level of commitment is this? Is this marriage? What is it? Again, it's going to be different for everybody. It is an I choose you energy because that's what they're coming back here with. Everybody's hurt, trying to talk to you. This is an energy of loss, not communicating. This person is stressed, as they should be, I guess you could say, because you gotta prove it. So they're coming back in here with that Pentacles, like they have it here and here they come. But it's not enough. You got to prove it. Ultimatum, confrontations, things coming out, truths. Apologies goes without saying, but I think that obviously this is just not about that. It's involved, but there's more than that. The last thing I wanted to say, and then I'm going to bring in some channeled love messages, is the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. The divine masculine energy of our King of Cups. And the counterpart, the divine feminine energy of our Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. Again, it's the imbalance around the emotional energy, what they've been withholding, what they've been hiding. And it's also telling me that you're both here and there is somebody who's been withholding. But there's also a very healing energy here in the Queen of Cups. And we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress energy. So I like that. I don't like the imbalance, but that's also been really, really clear that there's a lot of imbalance that's going on here in many, many ways, both around this person and around the connection. But there's also rebalancing that is necessary around this person to even come in the correct way, I guess you could say. But for the two of you, where do we go from here? Yeah. What do you want? It's like asking them. And you. Proof is in the pudding. Actions speak louder than words. The Tarot Closet, channeled love messages, messages from their higher self. What do you want to say to your person? Are you ready to know the truth? Yeah. I feel so much guilt for what I did. It's going to be real specific what that is. I made a bad decision. Okay, that's really specific. I'm missing you so much. Do you think of me too? I feel so guilty. What have you done to me? I love you more than I have found a way to say. So that's also something that needs to be said, but again, saying it just isn't enough. You know, you got to prove it. Taking accountability, how you treat someone, right? There's intensity, there's love, there's a lot of everything is here, but it definitely needs to be, this conversation really needs to happen. That's what I wanted to say. And I think that's it. No. Oh my gosh, come on now. That's it. I cherish your heart. I'm trying to get over my ego. Yeah. The Death card in reverse, the Emperor. The King of Cups in reverse. This is far from over. We met for a reason. It's the Wheel of Fortune energy. Understanding the connection. Soulmate energy, obviously, really strong. Fate, like understanding you met for a reason. Fated connection. Destiny's intertwined energy. Fate and destiny. Controlling what you can, letting go of what you can't. If you're on a twin flame journey, that energy is here. I just want to validate that for you, but I also want to remind you that it might be something really specific for you. So to take what is for you. And if you are, which I know not everybody is, just know that there are a lot of twin flame readings that you can access here. So if you want to just really dive in, okay? I want to talk, but I'm scared. I want to contact you, but I'm a big chicken. Oh my gosh. You have no idea you do this to me. What is that? I heard our song today. We are a fated connection. So there's that energy that we just had coming in. You have no idea you do this to me. This has hit me hard. What? I will never have a connection like this again. This has hit me hard. Realizations, understanding the connection. I am wising up. This is getting out of the Hangman energy finally. Getting out of ego, making changes. The Death card, which is here, of course. A timing energy. Accountability. I was triggered. I made a bad decision. I feel so much guilt for what I did. And are you ready to know the truth is something really specific for you in literally Justice and the Queen of Swords in reverse. It's around feelings, that's clear, but I think there's other things here. Clearly, every road leads back to you. I still love you. I still love you. I want to talk, but I'm scared. I love you more than I have found a way to say. I am wising up. You have no idea. I'm trying to get over my ego. I'm missing you so much. We are far from over. I'm going to bring in some little ones, the tarot closet, love messages, and then we're going to close your reading. I received your telepathic messages. Really strong energy with that here. The Two of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the King of Cups. Although we know somebody's been struggling with theirs. So it's picking up on information, you know, messages through music and repeating patterns and numbers, songs, you know, dreams. Yes, I know you love me. Are you answering? Because it's really strong what they're sending. It's really hard living without you. You deserve so much more. And my world changed when I met you. I want to kiss you. I am waking up. Archangel Gabriel. So Judgment connected to the crown chakra, I know. And Archangel Gabriel connected to the sacral chakra, I feel. In the third eye chakra, I see the self-awareness. Wake up, person. Not you. But, well, actually, you too get some clarity. Make a decision. Make a final decision. What do you want? It's real strong around this person. But this is also for you, of course. This lover here. Not just apologizing, but being clear and honest with themselves, being clear and honest with you. Actions speak louder than words. The proof is in the pudding. Wake up. Okay, that's for them. But again, this is also for you. What do you want? Make a decision. I love you. I still love you. Okay, but I care too much what people think. It's kind of like Hierophant energy there. Perhaps that other pentacle could be around, stuff like that. Distance, cultural, religious differences. Other people, social status, other people in their ears. Maybe in their life. Of course, could also be for you. If you're ever resonating with the energy that's incoming and you feel like it's yours, then that's what it is, you know? This is your reading. You're my other half. I love you. I still love you. Two of Cups, waking up. This is just clear. I am afraid to contact you. Yeah, but you got to. And I'm talking to your person. I could listen to your voice all day and night. I miss you. You are never far from my mind. We belong together. And I'm sending you telepathic messages. I received your telepathic messages. Yeah. Wow. Such a reading today. That was very goosebumpy along the way. Thank you for watching, for sharing, for liking today's video, for subscribing to the Tarot Closet if you have not. I don't know why I always try to straighten at the end of a reading, but I do. I really appreciate you being here. I'm sending you lots of love and light, hoping the best outcome for you, whatever path you choose. I look forward to seeing you at another love reading soon. Until then, take care. Bye.